Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm SÁSHI. I don't know how to introduce this video because I actually didn't plan it. And this is not the setup that I would have liked, but this is just what I'm gonna give you. Because I'm coming to you raw, real. But I just wanted to talk, have a chit chat because I feel like I can't be the only one that is feeling like useless in this time, or a bit like unsure of what to do. Like, there's a lot going on right now. We are seeking justice. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. Most of us are still in lockdown. I don't know. There's just a lot going on right now, and I've just been, for the last 2 days, I haven't been sure of what to do, and I've been feeling quite like stagnant, and I've had a mental block. So I wanted to have a chit chat. For like the last 2 days, I've been trying to think, as I do in my normal routine, I try to think of like content that I want to film and how I'm going to film it. But of course, I've been struggling to think of like, what do I do? What can I do right now in this time? Okay, should I make content that can just be inspirational to people and can help them mentally and spiritually in this time? Or do I need to do more and make content that is educating people, informing people on resources, informing people like where to go to donate and protest, like, or am I supposed to be promoting and supporting black businesses? I've kind of been lost in what to do right now. I thought, why not just film a video talking about how I'm feeling? Don't overthink things. If I'm feeling away, just film it. If I then choose to share it, then I choose to share it, and it might help someone, because I feel like I can't be the only person that's feeling like this. I've been in two minds. I don't know what to actually create. I don't know how I can help, but then the more I'm on social media, it's overwhelming and it makes me want to come off social media, but then I feel bad because I feel like I want to be on social media and I want to be sharing and spreading knowledge. So I've been struggling to find a balance. I just wanted to let anyone that's feeling like this to know that they're not the only one feeling like this. And as I'm like thinking of things to say, I'm also trying to think of things to like reassure people as well. Yeah, it's an overwhelming time for black people. We are of course aware of the injustices and racism that goes on daily worldwide, but it's being plastered everywhere at the moment. So I feel like it can do a lot to our mental health. So although everyone already says this, I just wanted to say that it's okay to remove yourself from social media and just take some time for yourself and think about the way in which you want to help and the ways in which you want to move forward. I feel like it's confusing because, of course, we are people and we have our own lives, so people are confused, like, am I able to still promote my own brand, or am I supposed to only share content that is related to what's going on? I feel like people are finding it hard to... It's a bit of a dilemma, that's what I'm trying to say. Well, that's how I've been feeling. I feel like Jasmine's video inspired this. I'm gonna put her channel somewhere because she's a babe. I've only recently like found her channel, but she made a video on how to balance yourself spiritually and emotionally whilst going through and experiencing like a revolution. She was talking about like knowing your role, finding a place that is comfortable for you. Yeah, them singers. Always gotta sing. Sorry. Yeah. She was talking about finding like your place and finding whatever you feel comfortable doing. So if you have a lot of money, then donate. If you're able to and are willing to, you can go and protest. If you want to sign petitions, you can sign petitions. If you're making a conscious effort to share and spread useful knowledge and information, then do that. As I was saying, I feel like for us as black people, it's a very overwhelming time, and whilst we of course need to maintain the momentum, we need to understand that there needs to be a balance. And I feel like whilst we are protesting and seeking justice, aside from that and outside of that, like if that didn't happen, there's still a lot that we need to do as a community. Like as a black community, we need to support each other more. We need to make more of a conscious effort to support our own. We need to support our own and build our own and grow our own, and then manage to sustain that economically, so we can actually live in and have a successful society. And this is something that we all know, but I feel like we only do it in like sporadic intervals. Like if it's Black History Month, then suddenly we're all looking for black brands to support and promote. But we need to make it a part of our everyday lives. And I feel like whilst we've got this current momentum going, we need to think about ways we can implement this and practice it in our everyday. There's so many alternative like black owned businesses that we could utilize and support. Like even in our everyday routines, like if we wanted to get groceries, trying to think about what black owned shops and grocers are out there where we can get our fruit and vegetables from. If we want to buy hair products, are we making sure that they're black owned? If we're the shops that we're buying these hair products from, like we need to not be going to packs. It's not like we don't have our own. We have black owned hair shops, so we need to make sure we're making those a priority, regardless of if we have to spend the extra £2, if we have to drive the extra 2 miles. We need to make sure that being black and supporting our own is what comes first. And I feel like, of course, this system has been designed this way. Like it's more convenient for us to just shop on Pretty Little Thing rather than support our own black clothing brands. And I'm not saying that I'm someone that whenever I buy clothes, it's always from a black clothing brand, you know, like that's not true. But I do think that we need to collectively, myself included, I'm not even trying to preach, I'm just thinking of things that we can do to like maintain this. But yeah, we need to make it part of our everyday routine, because we will spend big money on House of CB. Shout out Connor though, because she was recommending some black owned clothing companies, like similar price range and whatnot. But these things are out there, so we need to make more of an effort to be looking for them and supporting them. Like if we're influencers, okay, I understand that you got to get your bag and sponsors are sponsors and whatnot, but okay, half sponsors and half us promoting and supporting our own. Like this current like situation is just getting me excited for us to all come together. But I just know that we need to maintain it and like work on actually supporting. Like we need to support, and yeah, we need to just do better for us. Like yes, let's support our black businesses, but then on the other hand, black businesses, you need to make sure that what you're selling and what you're doing is the best that it can be. Like we can't be falling short. If we're having our own businesses, okay, let's make sure that in our industry, in our sector, that it's the best that it can be. Let's make sure that the customer service is A1. We can't be slacking. And I know that when you're working within your community, because there's that family type of relationship, we often slack, but we actually can't. We need to do better. We need to do things with belief. We need to feel like what we're doing is the best that it can be. We can't be doing things half-hearted anymore, especially like not in a society where we already have to work hard to have our own. But if we want black people to support more black people, we have to be working harder, businesses and companies, to make sure that the quality is matching those of the white people that we go to. Does that make sense? Like we need to make a reason, black businesses and companies need to make a reason for black people to come over and support. It's all well and good being like, okay, well, because it's black, let me support it. But we need to make sure we're giving people a reason to support us. Like, yeah, the quality of the clothing is 10. The food is 10. Customer service is 10. We always have products in stock. You know, we just need to make sure we're moving how the white industry moves. And I feel like here in the UK, like, we're very stuck up in mentality. And I get that it's because we're living in this society that is designed to oppress us. So we constantly feel like there's only one space at the top. Yeah, of course, I understand that there's fewer spaces for us. So we constantly feel like we're fighting our own to get those spaces. But I feel like now we have a lot of people that are in good positions, and we can utilize those people more to then start and create and build our own. Like, we have such an influence on this world, our culture, our music, our food, our dance, our skin, our lips, our shape, you know, everything. So I just feel like the resources that we have at the moment can allow us to start to build our own and support our own, and then maintain that in our society, in our community. We need to be able to make sure that our money is circulating in our community. Come on, I just want to see change. I just want to see change. I just want to see us come together. You know how good it is to be black? We are such an elite being. We're just funny, just good company, joyous, loving. I just think about no matter what's been done to us, like our history is so saddening, but we still to this day treat white people with love and respect. They come to our countries and we're still so hospitable. We're so hospitable and welcoming, you know? Like, you don't get any purer than that. You don't. I'm going on a tangent, but I just want to see us win and enjoy and live. Like, why is it so hard for us to just be at peace? I just want us to be content. When I first decided to record this video, I thought, okay, I'm feeling like a bit lost right now. Let me just go on camera and share how I'm feeling. But as I'm speaking, it's making me like excited and for like what we could possibly achieve as black people. So now I'm feeling like I'm not feeling so like useless, but I was, but this has helped. And I just thought, like, just do what you please. This is like some spiritual content now, yeah. I'm just taking it somewhere else. But I was watching a guy on YouTube called David Lyon, and he did a video on living through being. I'll link the video in the description. He was talking about how we can live more through being and follow our intuition more. And he was saying that he's at the point where he no longer worries about what he has to do or thinks too far ahead, because you just live in the moment and you do what you feel and you follow your intuition. Wow, I sound like I was singing there. You follow your intuition and see what inspires you. So that's kind of why I made this video, because I was like, okay, I'm struggling to make content. So why didn't I make a video about why I'm struggling to make content? And the root of that was that I felt like what I was doing was dismissive of like dismissive of these current events. I feel like we often overthink things so much, and this ties into production, because I watch a lot of Kenny Beats videos, and he has this sign on his wall and it says don't overthink shit. Does it say that, or does it say don't overthink it? One of the two. Yeah, one of the two. And it ties so much into creativity, because when you produce the best content, it's when it just comes naturally and you don't overthink it. I started producing a tune, when was it? 2 days ago now. And I had started to make a tune before, but I got to the point when I didn't know what to add to it. But then I was like, okay, let me just start again. And I wasn't overthinking it. I was just pressing what I felt like sounded right. And now I kind of have a song. But the process of just going through the motion and just feeling through everything, it just works so much better than having to use your brain. Like, I'm someone that's very logical, but I've learned that feeling and emotion is what is needed to see like is what is needed to, I feel like, achieve like happiness or contentment in what you're doing. Because I feel like when you're led strictly by logic, that's when you then begin to like question whether or not what you're doing makes you happy. But if you're if you're logically using your emotion, that makes sense. Like if you're leading by emotion but using logic to execute it, then I feel like that's when you have the best results. So I know I'm rambling. Please just I hope when I'm editing this, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, please let me know you're following. Please let me know you're following. This spiritual journey is weird because I have so many realizations, and I share them with the camera and I share them with people and I advise people on how to do things. But then obviously in my everyday life I forget these things and then I realize them again and then we get back here. But it's that moment where you're unsure. I guess that's why YouTube is good, or like filming on journaling is good, because when in moments of like uncertainty, in moments when you're just feeling a bit lost, always referring back to why you're doing what you're doing or what like guides you can be a big help. Because at the beginning of this video I was feeling like, oh, how can I help people, but then how can I share content that people would like to watch? But now I'm just here making a video, like just a genuine video about how I've been feeling, what I've been thinking about. I just wanted to say that black people, I just love you guys. I actually love you guys. So let us love up on one another more. Like, let's support each other, like, for real. Let's do things with love and passion and intention from now on. Can we all commit to that? Come on, like, we need to make this world a better place for ourselves. Let's do this for ourselves. Like, we need to do this. I feel like what's stopping us from really supporting each other is only like feelings of our ego. But if we meditate, it all ties. If we meditate and just become more in tune with our higher selves, it allows us to feel more like what we believe we're feeling. The feelings of ego, of pride and all those emotions, they're not feelings that are on our natural frequency. And if we were to do things with more love, I just feel like this would make our journey so much easier, like as a community. And whilst there's so much that we need to do to like fight this current system, in conjunction with that, when it comes to how we treat our own, we need to do it with love. I don't know where we go from here. I hope you, who do I sound like? Oh my god. I hope this video has given you some hope, given you some smiles, giving you a place to relax aside from what's going on, helped your mental, made you feel inspired to do better and ready and excited to support our own. Candid. I don't know what this was. Love you guys. Thanks for being, it's weird because I'm saying thanks for being someone I can talk to, but it's the camera. But thanks for allowing me to just have a chit chat. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Take care and love you long time.